Hello and welcome, everybody. Please make sure you use the chat. Tell us who you are and where you are from. We're super excited to be here. We do this every Tuesday and Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, where you get to ask our founder any question that you'd like, and he will give you the answers. We want to congratulate all the new people for being here. Please make sure that you put your questions in the chat as well. We want you to feel comfortable here. We're here to answer all the questions that you might have. So be sure to participate with us. We love to hear from you. Right on. So I want to say huge congratulations. We're on track for a record-setting December. You are all doing an amazing job. So congratulations to you guys. Some updates really quickly before I turn it on over to Justin here. In January, more paid premium content is coming for you all. More paid premium content is coming. So we will be further reducing the ads included in each package by more than 50%. So, right, if you're here and you're in now, you're grandfathered in at your current package price and your current ads. Now is a great time to join us here at Royaltie, because in January, you will get a further reduction in ads included in each package by more than 50%. But we always keep everybody grandfathered in at the price that they've come in at and the package that they've come in at. So we're super excited for you all. One more thing, we want to talk about that charitable initiative that we have going. We're going to, of course, release more details as Jan 1 approaches, but we believe in small business owners and the power of the entrepreneur, and we believe everyone deserves a chance. And that's the mission behind this charitable initiative. That's what we're all about here at Royaltie as well. From our suite of marketing tools to artificial intelligence, it's all about leveling the playing field for all of you here that's watching, and watching everyone, even the beginner, have great success with online marketing. So I'm super excited about this charitable initiative. I think it's going to change a lot of people's lives, and it's so on path with what Royaltie is all about. I can't wait to share more with you all in the coming weeks and get that charitable initiative kicked off on Jan 1. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and turn it on over to you, Justin.
Thanks, Cheryl. Hey, everybody. Great start to the month. No kidding. Mm-hmm. I think we're off. I think this has probably been the best. Like, people always seem to do most of, most sales happen in the second half of the month. We have never had a better start to any month ever than the way that we've kicked off December. So that's fantastic. Great work, everyone. Let's keep it going. So why are we here? To answer your questions. That's the reason that we do this every Tuesday and Thursday. So let's get to it. If you're new, welcome. If you're not new, also welcome. But yeah, no such thing as a bad question. So anything that's on your mind, we are here to answer.
Right on. Thank you. If you see someone that can't hear, if you can put in the chat, tell them to go back out and come back in so that they can hear. A lot of you are able to hear, so it must mean that they're kind of stuck in a moment where they can't hear. Tell them to refresh and go back in the comment section. That would be great. I'm looking for questions, but everybody's just really excited, which I love.
Yep.
Right on. You guys are doing an amazing job this month. Please go back. Yep. Thank you.
Yeah, and we're seeing, more and more people starting to host, their own, live presentations on Facebook, on Zoom. It used to be like this time last year, it was just Cheryl doing the live presentations. But now when I go on my Facebook, it seems like everyone's doing it. So if you haven't tried that yet, give it a shot. And we're here to support you. So if you would like to get some support from head office in doing a live broadcast, let us know. We're here to help. Also, noteworthy is this time last year, This was the last day of the beacon, right? December 5th, 2018 was the last day beacons were operational because Google turned off the Nearby platform on December 6th. So happy weird anniversary of that. And thank goodness that happened.
Right on. This is from Mark, Dutch Texan. He says, can we make the email marketing optional at the social media content marketing feature? Once you have an audience in, for example, a Facebook group, you want to give value without always asking for an email address from the people who already opted into your page. You want to keep giving value. So,
well, if you go ahead.
So, of course, you should be collecting the email addresses, but when you do, add it to the blog of your landing page, right? So every time, you don't always have to be inside of your group or for people that have opted in. You can take a step from the email template here. And when the email template gives out the information or the blog that you're posting, you do exactly what you could be doing inside of that group, which is sharing the landing page that goes on over to your blog. And you can take kind of an example from that email template and share it that way inside of your group for people that have already opted in. So I hope that helps.
Yep, you can also just from the suggested content, you can click view content. You can see the final destination link, and you can just share that link. If that's your goal. I mean, I wouldn't recommend that, but if that's something you want to do, it is possible to do that.
Right on. How do you get started, or is there training available? You can go to, we have a quick start, which is great. People are having great success with it. You can go to royaltytrainingai.now.site, royaltytrainingai.now.site. If someone will put that in the chat or in the comment section, I would appreciate it. You'll learn all about how to activate AI on a landing page, how to get signed up here with us at Royalty. And then also, if you want to learn about how to build your own landing pages and things like that, if you're looking to do that and take this system a step further, there's also a link to learn more about that after that training. So important to learn about the artificial intelligence first, and then going over and learn how you can do it and add more for yourself. This is from Liza. I hope I'm saying your name right. Will you add more image choices to the gallery?
Yeah, we will constantly add more images and articles and videos and everything. Like that's that's a process that will never be finished. We will continue to add all types of content, new types of content, right? Surveys, contests, quizzes. So yeah, that's we'll support more languages. So that is like an ever expanding project. Like it, and like I said, that will never be done expanding the library.
Yeah. This is from Patty. She says, Larry wants to know if we will have padding on the site.
Padding? So you can put, so if you like, you can put whatever padding you want between sections right now.
Yep.
That's in the style section of each, like that's in the style area of each section. So within headline, you can, increase or reduce the padding at the top and bottom, before your video or your map or whatever. So that, yeah, that's there.
Do you foresee any additions coming, like a chatbot that's also powered by AI?
Yeah. So, future features, things that, we decided were not as cool as the things that we've already done. Otherwise, we would have done them first. But still interesting, still valuable, right? SMS, remarketing, which is, showing your ad to people who visited your landing page. Chatbots are cool. Well, chat in general, right? Chatbot, yeah. Like, it's not that it's hard. It's how much value is that adding? Like, to require a chat bot, you need to be so busy with so many leads coming in that you physically cannot respond to them. That is not the reality for like the vast majority of independent business owners. There's just not that many leads coming in. Even people who are like, generating, 300 leads a month, that's 10 a day, right? Do you need a bot? I don't know, right? Like, we want to make sure that we are focusing on adding value, not just built like this. There's some things that are just technology for the sake of technology, but they don't really add real world value to your business. And so we want to, like, as much as we love technology, obviously, we want to make sure that we're focusing on what is going to bring real world value to your business, right? So chatbots are cool, right? But they're really kind of only cool if you are so busy that you can't respond yourself, because you will do better than a bot, right? Like you will be able to tailor your responses and be more personable, and like it's human is still better, right? Bots are nice when you're like just way too busy, which again is not necessarily the reality for most independent business owners. So yes, we will do chat on the landing page. Definitely, whether that goes to whether that's like a chat that goes to your SMS, whether that's a chat that goes to Facebook, whether that's a chat that goes to another platform. Maybe it's a choice that you could decide. Anyway, we'll do it. We'll do SMS, and we'll do remarketing, and as other online marketing strategies emerge, we'll do them too, right? Like none of this is hard. Like adding those types of features, you're really like it's a question of plugging into existing technology, right? Like the really interesting thing that we bring to the table is the integration, the automation, and the AI that powers the entire system, right? Like I can tell you, like SMS, for example, that's something that we can add in less than a month when we decide to prioritize it, right? So adding these external kind of plugins is not like that's not a big challenge for us. It's prioritizing, but really the true value of our platform is the platform, right? The way everything works together, the way all the automation that we brought to the table, the way that our system will continue to learn and optimize your results. That's our true like intellectual property. But yeah, we're gonna add more features.
Thanks, Justin. This is from Ray, and he says, "Can you explain why we are trending down in ads?"
So that we don't raise our prices. So ads cost money, right? Like paid advertising, and providing a AI powered system also costs money. There's significant computing power and modeling that has to go on behind the scenes. Providing amazing content also is expensive. So something has to give, right? Like either your ad volumes included in your subscription stay the same and we don't add these things. That's not great. Or your ad volume stay the same. We do add these things and we raise our prices. That's not great. So we think the best solution is to add all these amazing features and keep prices the same, right? While reducing, ad volumes included in your subscription. Because, one, if you want to buy more ads, you can still do that, right? Like that option is still available and will always be available. Like you will always be able to buy more ads if you so choose. But, to our core customer, the independent business owner who is, who is, like it or not, financially constrained, right? They generally don't have thousands or even hundreds of dollars a month to spend on advertising. They are getting way better results using social marketing, right? Content marketing. So we are putting more of that value into the package and reducing the paid ads slightly. Like, but the overall value is, in our opinion, vastly superior, and it's especially given our customer. So to do all that without increasing prices, we think is overall the right thing.
Thanks, Justin. This is from Becky. She says, "Why does the system auto-generate an AI-style email template even though my page doesn't have it activated?"
Than it did at one point.
Mm-hmm. This is from
Yeah,
Daryl.
the system isn't going to generate an AI like automated newsletter if you haven't at some point activated that page.
Can you hear me still?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Can you see me?
Yep.
Oh, because I can't see me. Okay. So Daryl says, can we use our own blog articles and videos?
Yes, absolutely. You can build your own posts in the content marketing section. You just went away. Now you're back.
Okay, cool. If someone shares a landing page, is there a way to not have all their contact info in it?
Yeah, you can remove that.
Mm-hmm.
You can, I mean, so we, when we automatically create your landing page, we include your contact information. And I can't see Cheryl anymore. I don't know if you guys can. Which is interesting. So, so when you can see both of us.
Yeah.
Oh, and now you're back again.
Okay.
What's going on?
Sorry.
This is crazy.
Okay.
So anyway, yeah. So when we create your landing page, we insert your contact information so that people can get in touch with you. We do that automatically, right? There's a bunch of automated things that obviously go into building a customized, landing page for you. If you want to change things, by all means, feel free. Go to your landing page, click edit, and edit whatever section that you want to.
Will other categories to the several choices when built? I guess, are we adding more categories when building a landing page in the future?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we went through the process of looking at all 120,000 landing pages that have been built and making sure that all of them could be categorized, right? We did that before we launched, right? Like, what is that? 12 days ago? Wow. So, I know that everything that existed before November 23rd has a home, right? Has a category, an industry and subcategory. So I would be surprised if, in the 12 days since then, there's been a whole bunch of new categories that, customers are that weren't covered by the 120,000 websites before. I think people may not be looking, right? Like, take a second or 5 or 30 seconds and look a little bit, and you'll probably find a subcategory that makes sense for you. But yeah, I also don't believe that it's perfect, and we will look at this again in January. But I do want to let things settle before we start committing to adding 20 different new subcategories, because I believe it's unlikely that we've missed that many in 12 days, right? I think it's probably more likely that they're there if you look for them, and if you kind of expand beyond thinking about like my very narrow product, and you think more about what category am I in, right? Because again, marketing, our goal here, and we've said this a million times, but I'm going to keep on repeating this forever, is when it comes to marketing, your product does not matter. Like, your specific product does not matter from a marketing standpoint. What we care about, what we are trying to do for you, is make you give you a professional online marketing presence and attract interest in your business category, like your business category, and then allow you to hold the interest of your target audience by focusing your content posts and your email newsletter and your blog not on your specific product, because that gets boring, right? But on your category. Like, so if it's fitness, don't expect to find a subcategory that's only about I don't know, CrossFit, right? Like, and because that's what I like. No one, and you can ask my friends and family, no one wants to hear about CrossFit all the time. Okay. What people do want to hear more generally about, like, the fitness industry and trends and things like that. So so please, if you think, oh, my category's not there, I would respectfully suggest you might be focusing a little bit too narrowly on your product and think more broadly, right? Because the more, as like by thinking more broadly, you will actually have more success attracting your target audience to you. And then you can sell your product, right? After you've attracted the interest, then you can move into the sale. But you have to first attract interest, and that is what marketing is all about.
Hey, Ron, I see you have some questions about reports and volume and things like that. If you have questions about commission report, you can always email me, Cheryl@royaltie.com, and we can add the reports that you want. Jen says, do email campaigns go to all of our leads or actual followers?
They go to people who have signed up for that particular landing page.
How are you going to beat Facebook with their limited reach?
How are we going to what?
Beat Facebook with their limited reach.
Beat Facebook? We are not trying to beat Facebook. And I don't know, like half the world's population is not, I do not consider that limited reach.
Yeah.
No, we absolutely, believe in the power of Facebook to, to enable you to build your audience and attract interest in your business. And we also believe in other social media platforms, but in no way are we somehow competing with Facebook. Like they are a platform that we rely on to help you get word out about your business.
And continuing to post great and relevant content to your audience to get engagement, to increase your influence is how you're going to, I think you're talking more on like the algorithm standpoint from a personal standpoint, is where you're going to get more engagement on your post, and then of course have more people see you. But this is about posting things that are relevant and positioning yourself as an expert, and we provide that content for you right here at Royaltie. Joseph says, is there a PowerPoint to use for a live broadcast? Yes, there is. We have an official corporate Royaltie Facebook group. If you're a part of Royaltie, feel free to join that group. And we have a unit. It's Unit 2. It gives you all of the marketing materials that we have. And you could download the presentation right there. And of course, you're more than welcome to use it. Looking for question. Also, is there a way? Also, can you search or filter for articles instead of having to scroll?
You got to scroll right now. Sorry.
Is there a way to create an ad and save it?
Sorry, but it's a good point, and we know that it's a good point. So, future, right? As the library expands, right, more and more and more, scrolling becomes not a great option, right? So you will be able to search by keyword, and we'll add all
that. Is there a way to create an ad and save it before sending it for approval?
No, you cannot save a draft of an ad currently. It's something we've talked about that a lot. Saving drafts of ads and sharing ads with your team, and they're the same basic ideas that exist in email campaigns and social posts and landing pages. We will bring to the ads as well.
Hey, Freddie, a $57 customer does generate PV or generates personal volume if they're inside of your organization.
Yeah.
A glitch with live. Maybe it was just me. Can we have a way to delete lists?
You can delete any list that you create.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot, in the contact section, you cannot delete a list that is associated with a landing page, because that could lead to some weird unintended consequences. If there's a list that was created automatically by your landing page, to delete it, you delete the landing page, not the list. And that way we prevent people from making, a tragic mistake.
German is saying there's no padding on the right and left side.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah, and you also can't put sections side by side. You can't put buttons side by side. There's lots of spacing and configuration stuff that we want to get to. We have a very, very long list of features that we want to add as part of our landing pages 3.0 initiative in the first quarter of 2020. So lots of, again, right, we do, we kind of move from section to section, right? Sometimes we add a brand new feature, right? Sometimes we go back to an existing feature that, where we've learned a lot and had tons of feedback and tons of great ideas, and we just like do 100 improvements over the course of like 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah. Some people are saying that they aren't seeing their ad analytics. Are you aware of that?
Yes, we are aware. The ads are all running. There's just a connection that's not working perfectly. I can tell you that is one of, like, there's a few issues. As we hope, I think we reasonably expected that as a result of this giant release, there would be a few issues. There's I would say that there's 5 or 6 ones that were like high priority, like not like little nuisancey things, but like high priority issues, and that is one of them. So please expect that to be fixed very soon. But your ads are definitely running. It's not a question of that. Like they're all running. It's the reporting of the analytics that is just lagging.
In our blog area, is there a way to add a comment section for viewers?
Not yet.
Lucy says, how do I post a link or information I receive from other means?
Like on social media, you can create your own content post. Just click, when you open up social marketing, and I think there's like create new. There's like a new post creation button, and I think it's pretty straightforward once you click on it.
Is it possible to use another messenger than WhatsApp for the button to contact me?
I've actually put Facebook Messenger on a landing page. So I did a button, and I had the button linked to my Facebook Messenger.
Do you have any tips or a way for emails to stop going into spam folders?
Yes, there's a whole bunch of words that, and punctuation and capitalization to stay away from. And also on our side, we are going to be kind of like giving people who, whose emails are going to spam. Sometimes once you're in like spam jail, right, with Gmail or Yahoo or whatever, it's hard to get out, right? So we will be, people who are like in the spam zone, we will be kind of giving you a refresh so that you have like another opportunity to, like, on a different domain, to be able to now stay out. So anyway, I think that we'll do that in the next couple of weeks. That's again, that's an important thing, to be able to, help people out who are in the spam zone.
Will Instagram integration happen? If so, how soon?
No, it's integration. Like, if you don't have a certain number of followers, you just can't post links. So we could, like, there's no technical hurdle. We just would add the Instagram, connect button. But unfortunately, for most of our customers, they don't have 1,000 followers or whatever the number is, so it just wouldn't work. So that wouldn't be a very good customer experience, right? To like show you something and then you not be able to use it. So we think that the way to handle this is, connect not just through sort of like the basic sharing that exists, but actually connect more deeply into the Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and LinkedIn APIs. That way we could pull back more information about your account, and like the goal would be that we would only show you Instagram as an option if you could use it, right? We don't want to show you something that you can't use, right? So, but to do this at scale, we would need to be able to automatically detect how many followers you have. So that's the hurdle. It's not a technical hurdle. It's really more of a, we don't want to show you, like, disappoint our customers by showing something that is not usable for most of our customers.
The AI training link is royaltytrainingai.now.site. Once again, that's royaltytrainingai.now.site. If someone could put it in the comment section, I would appreciate it. Ron says some of his teammates, when they go to buy more ads, the 25,000 and the 50,000 is grayed out. You know why that would be?
That shouldn't be the case on any new accounts. It might be a legacy thing. Contact support.
The app has business cards, but where can I see that in the platform on the not on the app? The app has business cards.
The app has business cards. Oh, that's an old app.
Update your app.
Yeah, get out of there. It's going to go away, and it's not a good product. Like it was fine 2 years ago or whatever when we released it, but I mean, our landing pages are a million miles ahead of those old business cards in that old app. So use the landing pages that are really, really, really good. Don't use the business cards that are not very good.
Brahim says, do you foresee having an audience builder of some sort?
Click. I don't know. I've seen those tools. I've seen those audience building tools. It seems I'm not a big fan. And if someone look, you can build your audience for free, and if you spend 5 minutes a day doing it, you're gonna have a big audience in a month. Just go on Twitter, build your followers, LinkedIn, build your connections, Facebook, build your friends list. Do it for 5 minutes a day. You'll add 50 or 100 people every day. That's 3,000 after a month. For free.
Let's try and write this on the screen because it's royaltytrainingai.now.site. Just show it. There you go. royaltytrainingai.now.site. Will we get like a phone button where they can call us right away by pushing the call button on our landing page?
That exists. That's one of the button actions that are there. Like, so you can, upon button click, you can redirect to another URL. You can initiate a PDF download. You can open up their email client to email you, and you can open up their phone client to call you. So good on that one.
Yeah. Yes, it's recorded. It's a Facebook Live, so as soon as it ends, you get to see it all over again. Okay. I guess I made a face when I came back on. Okay. How can you say no to wanting specific content? I can only see save for later or edit. What is it we do not want to use that piece of content?
Wow.
Brian, I don't understand.
You want to be able to like reject something, right? Is that what he's saying?
Maybe I can.
Yeah, we're gonna. That's we want to. Part of learning is not just learning about what you like, but it's also kind of learning what you don't like. So soon we'll add a reject button, and we'll ask you why, like, whatever, and you can just tell us your reason for rejecting, and then that can also go into our modeling of recommending more and more and more increasingly relevant content posts. So right now you can only post it or save it, but we will also give you the negative option of being like, no.
When you make a landing page template and send it to someone else in Royalty through the email template, where they can just go inside of the landing page, click edit, and they can edit any section of that landing page so that they can make it their own patty. Joel, yes, it's possible to have an existing customer start from scratch with AI or create a new landing page. That's in Royalty Training, ai.now.site. Added, okay. Does generate PV now. Okay. Will there be a break in the subheading so it forces the line down?
Will there be a what?
I think you're talking about a landing page, like landing pages 3.0 is part of the update. Like if you space, they want it to like line down in the heading or subheading of a section that they have, right? So if you space or break or enter, it doesn't, I know what you're talking about. And yes, Patty, it's coming with landing pages 3.0. She said Larry is making me ask. Blame it on Larry, Patty. Is under, yep. Who is Royaltie's closest competitor, and how will you stand apart from the rest of other AI marketing engines?
Other AI marketing engines? Come on. No. So look, there's a helpful way of thinking about this. To do what we do, the first thing that you need to do, like the basic kind of like entry level, is you need to provide, like all of the most proven online marketing tools in one place. You have to actually build like all of the tools. So right away, that knocks pretty much everybody out, because I'm not aware of another platform that does all of the things that we do, right? From landing pages to analytics to SEO to blog to content marketing, social marketing, CRM, email marketing, analytics, right? Like that's a lot. So people are always like, well, what about this company? It's like, well, yeah, but they don't do these 4 things. Well, what about this company? Well, yeah, they don't do these 3 things. So like right away, okay, you need to do all of the things that we do. Then they all need to work together seamlessly, right? Like they all need to be integrated. And so like no one else even has all of the things. So you can't integrate what you don't have. Okay. Then once you've integrated, the next level of achievement is to automate it, right? And again, we're the only ones, because no one else even has all of the tools. So they can't integrate something they don't have. They can't automate something they don't have. And AI across the entire platform, which you can't just do unless you've built the tools, integrated them, and automated. Only then can you add artificial intelligence. So are there some tools out there that do like 1 thing or 2 things? Yeah. Or 5, maybe. But have they, so they're missing a whole bunch of stuff. And have they integrated, have they automated, and have they AI powered their subset of what we do? So do we have competitors? Yes, sure, right? Like, because there are companies that do like a subset or some worse version of what we've put together, and people get confused. That's all. Like when people understand all of the things that we do and actually compare it and line it up against whoever that might be, they will quickly see that there's a big difference in terms of features, which are then integrated, automated, and AI powered. I would say though, there's not a company that keeps me up like at night at all. I mean, first of all, any business who's obsessed with what their competitors are doing is not a very like good business to begin with. But even if so I wouldn't be obsessed with a competitor either way. But I don't stay up thinking about like with a specific company, because there's really not another company that comes close. Our biggest competitor is apathy and fear, right? Like people who, it's our biggest competitor is I'll just keep doing nothing because I'm worried it's going to be more difficult than I think, or I'm intimidated, or I'm, kind of lazy or whatever, right? Like our biggest competitor is nothing, and nothing is a tough competitor, right? So that's why we have to make our product, more powerful and yet, simpler, and keep it very affordable to overcome our toughest competitor, which is I'll just keep doing nothing. So that's my answer.
Thanks, Justin. Will there be a new promotional video with the new AI?
Yes, very soon. very soon.
Can you please just tell us a little bit more about the charitable initiative?
We will, right? Like there's nothing, for you to do at the moment, but there will be. Like this is something we're all going to be involved in together. And yeah, like, but at the moment, I want to be like totally, have everything lined up so that we can present it to you in the right way, because it's great. And we're, we're very excited to launch it. And I think what's great about it is just so consistent with what we're all about. Like it's not, there are so many worthy causes out there. But for us, we landed on something that I think is very authentic to who we are and what we stand for. So I think it's going to be a really great fit. And I think it's something that we can all of us, customers, affiliates, we can all get behind.
Yeah. This is from David, and he said, how would you explain to someone who is interested how the AI will continue to update and optimize landing pages or their marketing?
Sorry, say one more time.
How would you explain to someone how AI will continue to update and optimize their marketing?
If we study the data that we're receiving. So if you like, as you post our recommended content on your social media, we will see the types of content that get better response versus others. We will see, the day of the week, the time of day. We learn, right? Machine learning. We will learn, based on what we see happening. Right? Like, so the more you use the product, the more data you give us. And if we see that, I'm going to use fitness again, your fitness audience is more interested in, articles about like cardio activities versus articles about like weightlifting, strength activities, then we will give you more content that your audience seems to be more interested in. Right, to make your content increasingly relevant to your audience to maximize engagement. That's one example, right? But like you can apply that same logic to your landing page, your online advertising, your email, all of it, right? And not only that, but we are learning about you, but we're also learning about the wider community, right? Like if we see that a certain image on a fitness landing page is performing better, right? Like a new image, then we could recommend, hey, we suggest that you update your image gallery to use this image, which seems to drive more engagement or more, more time spent on the page or whatever, right? So it's not one thing, it's optimizing every aspect of your marketing.
This is from Robert. He says, I know we have SSL, but he's had an instance where customers saying that the site is not secure with HTTPS designation.
That doesn't sound right to me.
Yeah.
Maybe they
put in
sorry?
Maybe they put in HTTP. I don't know.
Yeah, or they just cut out the beginning, everything that came after HTTPS and just pasted that in a browser. But that I've never seen that in my life. I've never heard that either.
How long does it take for an ad to be approved?
It should. I mean, if you submit it during regular business hours, same day. Well, we approve it same day. I can't speak for Google, Facebook, etc., who have their own timelines, but usually it's a few hours. If you submit it outside of our business hours, then we wouldn't be able to look at it till the next morning. But look, good rule of thumb, give yourself 24 hours. You should never have like an advertising emergency, right? Where it's like, my ad needs to go live in 5 minutes. Like, no, right? Like give yourself a little bit of time, plan ahead, give yourself 24 hours and you won't be disappointed.
Does Royaltie accept prepaid? Does Royaltie accept prepaid credit cards?
Some. not all.
Okay. Yeah. Will AI make the landing page for you? Yes.
Yes.
Can we add blog content to our non-AI pages?
Yes. Yeah, there's a blog section, right? Go open up your landing page, drag the blog section in, and then you can add content from your then you just add more content. There's I think there's like an add content button.
Yeah. Do you have plans to take the company public?
I have plans to build a world-class business, and if that, I mean, there are many world-class businesses that are public. There are many world-class businesses that are private. I don't have an opinion one way or another. I wouldn't say that that's a goal. Like being private, being public that's not a goal. Like I think some people maybe have that goal. My first business I did take public because I had that goal, and it was okay. Like it was cool, and it had its benefits, but it also had its drawbacks. And ultimately, there were things I hated about being public, like not being able to do whatever we want, right? Like add whatever, just kind of we can as a private company, like we can move really, really quickly. So no, I wouldn't say that's an explicit goal at all. The goal is to build a world-class business, and however the best path, like whatever the best path is to building a world-class business, is what we're going to pursue.
Will the AI learn from content I post link to a landing page?
Sorry, one more time.
Will the AI learn from content I post link to a landing page?
If it's linked to an AI enabled landing page, then yes, it will learn from your own content. And that's a great way to teach it too. Right? If you're like, I like these articles, right? Then and also like if your audience responds to these articles that you've sourced, then that will accelerate the learning process. Right? Like that'll allow us to better understand your preferences, your audience's preferences, but make sure that you're doing that on an AI activated page. Otherwise, we're not listening if it's not AI activated.
Is there going to be an option to collecting a person's contact data at the beginning of any content?
We do collect on purpose. It's a lead magnet, right? That's the point of a lead magnet, is to collect contact information as a gateway for them to then watch the video, read the article, do the survey, do the quiz, whatever.
I think what Randy's trying to ask is after they see the content.
After?
So he's saying, for example, most people will give a secondary email to view content when asked up front. However, more people will give legit contact info after they have seen the content if it was of value.
I have no way. If you direct them to CNN.com, I have no way to get them back. I have no way to put your form on CNN.com.
Yeah.
So you could, okay, if you want, generate your own content, put it on a landing page, right? Put a form at the bottom, take your main landing page, add your personally generated content to your blog, let someone read that thing that you've created, and then you could say, want more to see, want to join my list, enter your email address. So you can do that today inside our platform. But what you can't do is use like some external content that we've sourced, and at the end of, after sending them to that external site, somehow capture contact information. So you'd have to create the content yourself. It's a good idea. But again, like for 99% of people, that's not that realistic.
This is from Liza. I hope I'm saying her name right. I have a client to where I need to create a landing page for them. Are they able to add this or copy this to one of the tabs on their main website, their own domain, and how do they do that?
I have no idea how they would do that. I also wouldn't really recommend that. I think that, you know, the way that landing pages are intended to work is they're meant to be simple, right? They're meant to convey, introductory information, pique the person's interest, capture contact information for future marketing. Like, so after you've achieved that goal and someone signs up on your website, on your landing page, same thing, and they click, submit on your contact form, then I would take them to your more detailed, feature rich, full of information website, right? Like, that's what I would do. I would put the landing page in front, right, as like a step to proceed to your more detailed website, maybe your e-commerce site or whatever.
Yeah.
I wouldn't try to like put the landing page inside that website. I don't think that would really help, and I think that it would be better to make it like an introductory, like, first step.
Are there some plans that we can import contacts from other sources like Outlook or mail or from Apple?
So, you can any of those platforms, you can export your contacts as a CSV file, and you can import a CSV into our system.
Yeah.
So we haven't built like a direct, Gmail to Royaltie import. We haven't done that. Maybe we will. What we did build was a CSV import. So as long as you can get your contacts export them into a CSV, which pretty much, like any major provider does, you can import them into our system.
Will Royaltie create a domain for your business?
Yeah, it's yourbusiness.now.site.
Yeah.
So you decide whatever custom URL, and it'll be whatever you want, .now.site.
Right on. I think we caught up with all of the questions that we have here today. Remember, we do this every Tuesday and Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks, everybody. Have a great weekend.
Yeah. Bye.